The Election Commission of India is an institution created for the defense of democracy by we the people. But the election commissioners feel no, we the people have nothing to do with that. We the government, only the government has appointed them, given them impunity, and they can do whatever they want and enjoy their tenure when they are there. Electoral roll belongs to the people of India, and it must be prepared as per the desire of the people of India, involving the people of India, their representatives and their experts, not 2-3 fellows sitting in the election commission and dictating terms.
Is that since every provision in law is there, that they should go in for a social audit, they should frame rules, but election commission is not following its own manual. What would you say to that?
My feeling is the election commission launched this SIR in a hurry. They did not have the time even to go into their own manual. As I told you, the feedback from Tamil Nadu I get is people are totally confused and chaos. You see, the election commission is inducing people to commit suicide. This is not only BLO. Let me take one more step. Election commission is inducing people to commit suicide. Suicide in the sense from electoral roll, disenfranchisement.
Hello and a warm welcome to HW News Network, your one-stop show, truth be told, for some engaging and thought-provoking conversations. On the Election Commission of India's Special Intensive Revision 2.0 in 12 states and UTs, Hindu, which is a renowned newspaper, had published an editorial which was written by former IS officer, author, Mr. M.G. Devasahayam, where he has written very clearly that the experience in Bihar suggests that the process could risk the disenfranchisement of a significant number of people. And as this exercise unfolds, it is incumbent upon the civil society, the media, and the parties to assume a role of intense vigilance lest this affects the integrity of India's electoral democracy. So while he wrote this article, but at the same time, he's also written a letter to uh, the election commissioner and the election commissioners, with a copy to the Tamil Nadu state electoral officer also, because this SIR is now unfolding in other states as well. Now, this is the letter which Mr. M.G. Devasahayam, and just to give a little perspective to the viewers, M.G. Devasahayam is not only an IS officer and retired IS officer and an author, but he was also one of the returning officers during the elections which were held during the emergency. So if you look at the subject of this letter, it very clearly says resolving SIR to impasse. Now, how is it going to get resolved? Pause the project, frame rules, and mandate social audit memorandum thereof. So this is the crux of this letter. And if you scroll the letter to the last portion, he very clearly says in his particular letter, if you look at the bottom part of the letter, we therefore request the ECI to pause the SIR process and proceed further only after framing and notifying rules for the conduct social audit as suggested above and as envisaged in the Election Commission Manual 2023. So, joining me this evening is Mr. M.G. Devasahayam himself. So, thank you so much for joining. And as we've shown your letter, you've also written an editorial in the Hindu, which clearly points out that you are saying that stall SIR 2.0, going for a social audit. How do you think that this process will gain acceptance? Because the courts are mum on it, and it seems that the election commission is just trying to do what it feels like without even considering the fact that there have been BLOs who are dying by suicide, not in one but in multiple states.
Yes, it is a good question. Now that is where the problem is. The Election Commission of India is an institution created for the defense of democracy by we the people. But the election commissioners feel no, we the people have nothing to do with that. We the government, only the government has appointed them, given them impunity, and they can do whatever they want and enjoy their tenure when they are there. But for a human being, there is something known as conscience. It is not power. People like us also enjoyed power. Power is transient. It may be there today, it won't be there tomorrow. But the conscience is permanent. So they should understand the democratic responsibilities. First of all, I want to make a very basic kind of statement that the electoral roll does not belong to the election commission. That's what people say. That's what court may say. That's what some others also say. I entirely disagree. Electoral roll belongs to the people of India, and it must be prepared as per the desire of the people of India, involving the people of India, their representatives, and their experts. Not two, three fellows sitting in the election commission and dictating terms. So this SAR came out of the blue. It is as if the election commission is there for the first time. Election commission has been there for the last 75 years, and they've conducted so many elections. And earlier elections had no such kind of questions on its integrity. And suddenly, all of a sudden, as if dropping from the heavens above, they brought in called a concept called SAR, which is not there in the legal law books at all. If at all you want to do something fresh, you want to do something drastic, you wanted to clean up the electoral roll, they should have carefully examined the matter and framed rules, checks and balances, monitoring, oversight, auditing, verification, so that the errors are minimized. There can't be 100% error free. In an electoral roll, it will have about nearly 100 electors. But it will be minimum. But it should be to the satisfaction of the people. Who are the sovereign? In a democracy, maybe India may be a huge country with a population of 140, 145 crores. But each citizen is a sovereign. He is the one makes or breaks the government. So the whole concept of democracy has become topsy turvy. So the election commission in the matter of SIR did not go through any consultative process, any kind of just took orders from as if they took orders just like a military kind of operation. See, I have been in the military myself. I know the rigors of the military. Military is a different cup of tea. You obey orders. Here it is not. As if they implemented the SIR as if they got orders from the North Bloc, South Bloc, and just implemented it without any kind of thinking. These are three senior bureaucrats sitting as election commissioners. They should know there must be rule. Then now we are finding out Bihar they have done it. Huge
Right.
mistakes place.
Devasahayam, are you still hopeful that they somehow the SIR process will be stalled, or do you think that the courts will intervene in this
No,
matter?
I'm coming to the court interference. I am not bothered about. We have completely lost the faith in the court system. Court people ran to the court with fond hopes. Everyone ran, thinking that there will be justice. Court totally sort of betrayed them. The first question the Supreme Court should have asked: where are the rules, Mr. Election Commissioners? Simple. We are not interested in your guidelines. You are this, you are that. Guidelines are meaningless. Where are your rules? Where is your system of audit? Where is your system of verification? Did they ask that question? They didn't. And the senior advocates are arguing up and down, up and down, up and down, like mendicants begging. And Supreme Court also is begging the Election Commission. आप ये आधार लगा दीजिए, ये पी कार्ड लगा दीजिए, ये लगा दीजिए, वो लगा दीजिए. Supreme Court gives writ Article 32 is writ of mandamus, issuing writ and directions, not making requests and pleadings. So, election commission thought that they are the master of all that the survey, and they can do anything they want, and they have done this in Bihar with disaster consequences. I don't want to go into details. There are a lot of analysis which has come in that uh, in the
Quickly about
constituencies. No, no.
talking your
In the
letter,
constituencies,
you have mentioned
yeah,
in
I
your
mean, in the constituencies where large scale deletions took place, 100% victory has been by the ruling party. So all these allegations are coming in. Under the circumstances, they want to do the same SIR with some minor tinkering here and there in the other 12 states and union territories, which is not
right.
acceptable.
No,
So we
but
are giving an alternative. Yeah.
what I want to ask you is that in your letter, which you have written and addressed to the election commissioner and the Tamil Nadu state electoral officer, you have said that frame the rules and go in for a social audit. Now, is there a provision in the election manual that they should go for a social audit? That is question number one. And the other is that who's going to form the rules? Just by writing a letter to the election commission, which is so impervious to any kind of suggestion, they're not ready to meet up with anyone. They are not ready to listen to the court because Ganesh Kumar thinks that what he's doing is absolutely right. So, in that case, do you think that your suggestion for a social audit or stalling the SIR 2.0 process is going to be heard?
It's a very good question. Man lives in hopes. When there is no hope, there is no life. Okay. Life ends when hope ends. So we still hope that election commissioners will realize the importance of what we have written. Now to your next important question. There are provisions of social audit in the Constitution of India after the Panchayat Raj was established under Article 243. Panchayat Raj institutions, which include village panchayats and urban local bodies, they have authority to conduct social audit, and many socio-economic policies are go through their social auditing system. So, concept of social audit is established. Number two, Comptroller and Auditor General of India has addressed the issue seriously and has laid down detailed procedure for conducting audit. So, the concept of social audit is an established process in every democracy and also in India. Now, to the next most important question. This provision is also available in the election manual, Electoral Roll Manual of 2023, Chapter 11, Chapter 24 clearly lays down. It says that after the draft list is ready, the electoral registration officer will ensure that the BLO convenes the village panchayat and urban ward committee and read out in the presence of the people present, read out the voter list loudly. That means you are subjecting it to social audit, and just reading out is meaningless. Take corrections, and based on the corrections, finalize the electoral roll. Now, even before this came into the manual, it was practiced in Rajasthan in 2003 when J.M. Lindo was the chief election commissioner. My good friend and batchmate Aruna Rai, a great social activist, she convened civil society meeting. The entire Rajasthan government participated. There they have all this and implemented in 5 states that year. So there is a election manual, there is constitutional provision, there is a legal provision, and Comptroller and Auditor General of India's directions, and also there is a precedence. There
No,
is
so which
no reason. No, wait. There's no
is
reason why election commission should not adopt this now,
no,
even
but
at
what
this
I'm
late stage.
asking is that since every provision in law is there, that they should go in for a social audit, they should frame rules, but election commission is not following its own manual. What would you say to that?
No, no. It's time they do that. The question is, we must do our best. As it is, there's a lot of unrest around. Let me tell you, lot of unrest. At least I know about Tamil Nadu. Media is not reporting. Mainstream media is completely subservient, bordering on slavery. So whether it is the print media, much worse is the electronic media, does not report anything. There's lot of unrest going on in Tamil Nadu. Almost every day. It is nearing bursting point. Number two, you also and then mentioned three deaths by suicide have taken place. Three deaths. Okay. So now death has taken place. That's a very serious matter. And that too as different from three states. Tamil Nadu, I mean Kerala, West Bengal,
Kerala, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and now West Bengal also.
West Bengal also. So now these are very death. Death means maybe somebody in the election commission will be liable for that also. You have to be very careful. Vicarious responsibility comes in. See, all this process takes time. So my feeling is election commission launched this SIR in a hurry. They did not have the time even to go into their own manual. As I told you, they had obeyed orders. But then that has backfired and it is backfiring. I don't want to go into the election results of Bihar. It may have several factors, but other states, now 12 states, 12 states means it is covering 51 crore, more than 50% of the electorate.
But
It's going to be covered in SR2.
convinced? Are you convinced 1000% that the Bihar mandate has been stolen in a big way?
You see, circumstantial evidence shows we have not done the examination so far. Our team has started working. We had earlier, as you said, given, we have interacted in this channel. We have done for Lok Sabha election 2024. We did for Maharashtra. We did for Haryana, and we were very clear in our numbers. We have not done the number exercise so far, and the team has started. Bihar very soon will come out with our number exercise, but preliminary report says there is every suspicion. So I don't want to go into that detail, but we are now confined to the SIR. SIR was done in Bihar. Law, we thought that people learn, election commission learn lessons, but they don't appear to learn any lessons. The feedback from Tamil Nadu I get is people are totally confused and chaos. You see, the election commission is inducing people to commit suicide. This is not only BLO. Let me go. Let me take one more step. Election commission is inducing people to commit suicide. Suicide in the sense from electoral roll, disenfranchisement. They are not disenfranchising, but they are creating a situation in which you get disenfranchised yourself because the enumeration form, the conditions, the documentation, the this and that is so clumsy and so confusing. Many people cannot comply with. Many people cannot fill up the form. Many people cannot produce the records and documents. So on their own, they will go away from the voter list. The election commission say, we did not remove you. We give you all opportunity. You did not fill up the form. You did not give the document. So you are out. So
But
suicide.
right. But I also saw one of the letters which is there on the social media, and you are also one of the signatories to that letter, which has outrightly rejected the Bihar mandate. The Bihar election results, you all have categorically rejected that letter. And that your letter, I mean, which you have signed, that was a letter signed by about 175 people, that was put out on the social media. And by late evening yesterday, uh, we saw another letter from by 272 people, which includes 16 judges, then 123 retired bureaucrats, 14 former ambassadors, and 133 retired armed officers. And they have written an open letter accusing Rahul Gandhi and the Congress, which is trying to erode public faith in the election commission and other constitutional institutions. And in fact, the title of the letter says assault on national constitutional authorities. And they have described it as a venomous rhetoric. They are saying it's provocative, it's unsubstantiated accusations. What would you really say to these 272 people who have written an open letter?
See, I read that letter not once but twice. It has two aspects. One, they are attacking Rahul Gandhi for using very harsh words like atom bomb and other things, and using kind of words which probably you cannot substantiate. And basically, primarily the attack is on Rahul Gandhi, and on the sideline they are attacking the others also, leftist leaning NGOs, intellectuals, blah blah. So they all of them are my distinguished colleagues. I don't have any sort of adverse comment on them, but they seem to be totally misguided. They don't seem to be understand. They are seem to be guided by some elements which are hardcore, loyal to the ruling establishment. They have not gone into the matter why this situation is arisen. I would request them to introspect. Those signatories, at least those who got conscience in the 272 people, to introspect why election commission has come to such a pass. Let me give you an example. I was one of the most ardent supporters of Election Commission of India. I have set up sort of voluntary groups to defend Election Commission of India against attacks by the politicians in Tamil Nadu, starting from 2010, 2011, 2014, 2015, and I have faced severe criticism from former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Karnanidhi, former Union Finance Minister Chidambaram, in defending the Election Commission of India. Because the Election Commission of India per se will not defend itself. We took it on because we were at that point of time convinced the Election Commission is sincere, genuine. They are definitely interested in electoral democracy, free and fair election, and they are being unfairly targeted by politicians for their own sake. This went on till about 2013, 2014. The breakdown in the election commission came after that, disastrous breakdown. And starting from 2017, the election commission has become a hermetically sealed sort of hermitage. No communication with the outside world, no response, nothing. I don't know how many times we have written. See, they are talking about civil servants and armed forces and other people. We have an organized, this is a loose kind of group. But we have an organized constitutional contact group of 200 IAS officers, IPS, former ambassadors, everything. Armed forces is not there. And judges not, these are civil servants. We consider each and every question and 8, 9 times we written to the election commission. See, they are writing in their letter, we should give policy alternative. You should give reform alternatives. Constitutional contact group itself has written 8, 9 letters suggesting to our own juniors. The election commissioners are far junior to us, to some of us. Our own colleagues say you are going on the wrong track. Please correct them. They will not even respond. They did not even respond. I have written to them so many times. It is because after this breakdown only, election commission came under severe attack. Otherwise, what is our problem? If the elections are free and fair, if the election commission is transparent, there's a proper interaction, consulting and taking the people with them, carrying the civil society with them, carrying the political parties with them, and run the election in a free and fair way. Why should we? We'll go out of the way to defend as we have been doing it. So these set of 272 people seem to have no knowledge. They are being led by the nose. Some very few people owing loyalty to the ruling establishment has drafted this letter, I don't know, many of them would not even have written. Whereas Constitution Conduct Group, our procedure is very, very stringent. Initially, the idea is mooted. First, the idea is accepted. Should we write at all? Then after that, one or two members volunteer to make a draft. Draft comes in, circulated, corrected, finally endorsed. 100 people, 110, 100, and then finally it is issued. Here it is not, it's a loose kind of group of people. One or two people manage the show and then put their name and send it out. I don't think many of them uh, have even read it. All right. Now, they say, suggest alternative reforms, alternative policy alternatives to improve the situation. We have suggested them. On behalf of the civil society, this letter has been written today. The article came in the Hindu Day for yesterday. We wrote this clearly saying, frame rules, provide for social audit, lay down the whole process, pass the SIR for a few days or few weeks till the rule is framed, comprehensive rules in consultation, then proceed. I am challenging this group of 272. If Election Commission accepts this and also a similar suggestion by the civil society, we will not say a word about the Election Commission. We'll all be in support of the Election Commission of India. Are they up to it? This group, are they up to it? I am challenging them, whomsoever is
Unfortunate.
running the show.
But Mr. Devasahayam,
Yeah.
it's so unfortunate to see that, the opinion on the vote chori or the vote theft, which is a constitutional issue, if your democracy is getting eroded, your electoral democracy doesn't exist almost, why is the opinion so divided? These 272 people cannot see what is happening with the votes. They cannot see the illegality of the SIR. They cannot see anything. What is the way out according to you? Because, of course, you said that stall the SIR, there should be a social audit. That's what the letter, which is dated of today. So you've already sent the letter to the election commissioners, I'm assuming. But do you think that the election commission is really going to listen to it? Is there a way out? Is there a solution? And it's such a polarized atmosphere now. You have the Modi supporters or the Gyanesh Kumar supporters who was saying that there is no vote chori and this is an attack on the constitutional institutions or the bodies like election commission. On the other hand, is a highly polarized view that look, there is a certain illegality in SIR, proper processes are not being followed, there is a manipulation of the electoral rolls. So the entire opinion is so divided and polarized. How does one arrive at a conclusion as to what is going to be done in this particular case?
See, Neelu, in a democracy, every citizen has a right to his opinion. These 272 people have every right to express their opinion. But the question is, have they expressed their opinion in an informed manner? I am afraid no. I am afraid no. And their litmus test I have provided today itself. Our civil society has provided today itself. This letter is out. It has gone to the election commission. He will put it on the public domain. It's already in the public domain. They can take it. They can ask me and get a copy of it. They can ask you and get a copy of it. You publish it. I suggest from being in the media, let them go through this. Will they respond to me saying that election commission will act upon it? Will they guarantee me? This is the litmus test. सिर्फ भाषण करने से नहीं होता. Oh, saying, oh, you should not criticize armed forces, you should not criticize judiciary, you should not criticize the election commission. They are all sacred cows. There is no sacred cow. In a democracy, the citizen is supreme, and supreme citizen has got every right to give his opinion on matters. So this attitude of these 272 people is, in my view, is completely ill-informed. That's all I can say at this point of time. But now, litmus test we have given. Let them ask the election commissioner to respond.
Right.
In fact,
So
to
let's
my
see.
letter, they can respond. They can respond
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes. So you've written a letter today to the Election Commission and the election commissioners, and also to the Tamil Nadu State Electoral Officer. Are you hopeful that they will respond, because your earlier letters have not been responded?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The situation you mentioned that instead of responding to this positively, these 272 people has come out with written all kind of cock and bull story. They should ask the election commission to respond to what people say. We are not bunch of fools sitting here. We also have a certain knowledge base, and the group of experts that we have. I don't think election commission ulta tang jaए तभी ऐसे experts नहीं ला सकता. The kind of experts that we have in our team.
True.
But
So it's highly
they don't
unfortunate.
bother. They don't respond whatsoever. What does this 272 people know about what is happening? See, these
And in
people
fact,
also must realize, these 272 people also must realize that Hitler also had a similar team, drum beating team. And you know what happened there? God forbid that doesn't happen in this great land of ours.
Hitler, who's the Hitler and who's the drum
I
beating
don't know.
team
I
here?
don't know. I don't know. I don't know who is the Hitler, but this is the drum beating team. They had a drum beating team. It's
The set
because
of
of
272
them.
people saying drum beating team.
Some in them, not all. No, I tell you, majority of them have not seen the letter.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure. They would not have circulated. Would have come to know. Some 2, 3 people sit there and draft it and then put these names.
So let's see. There's another letter which is written by you to the Election Commission and the election commissioners. Let's see whether we get a response or not. But as of now, what Mr. Devasahayam says, that stall the SIR 2.0, go in for a social audit, and they have also
Frame
refused
rules. Frame
relief.
rules.
Pardon? And frame rules. Yes,
Frame
you are
rules.
saying rules. So stall SIR 2.0, frame rules, go in for a social audit. And in that letter, very categorically, it is written that these set of people, or the entire constitutional group, apparently doesn't believe in the leadership of the present election commission. That's also a very important line. We'll share that letter also all along with you, so that you all can see. We'll have to end it here. Thank you so much, Mr. Devasahayam, for joining on HW. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.